Good day everyone. Welcome to my blog. In this video, we will be talking about autopsy. So before we proceed, let me introduce myself. I am Oliver Cabrera Jr., second year criminology student at the University of Mindanao. So let's go back to the main topic, which is the autopsy. So what is autopsy? So autopsy, it is the internal internal examination of a dead body in order to determine the true cause of death as well as time of death. So when we say true cause of death, it is the specific injury or disease that leads to death. For example, gunshot wounds and heart attack. So An, an autopsy is performed when there are suspicious circumstances surrounding someone's death, or when no signs of natural causes can be located. For example, investigators cannot establish the true cause of death of the victim because they believe that there are suspicious circumstances surrounding the victim's death based on their investigation. So that's the time where the autopsy will be conducted. Um, there are 6 stages in conducting an autopsy. So the first stage is the Y incision. So when we say Y incision, it refers to the procedure used by pathologists to open up the breastplate of a deceased in order to access the major organs of the body. Um, it is a Y shape. It is a Y-shaped cut from each shoulder across the chest and down to the pubic bone. So the second stage is the removing of the organs. Um, in this stage, all organs are being removed and examined, such as heart, um, lungs, liver, stomach, and the like. Um, each organ should be weighed and recorded, and then the pathologist must collect or take the sample tissue which is needed in the analysis. The third stage is the stomach contents. So it is necessary to examine the stomach in order to determine the time of death and in order to determine the food that had eaten by the victim before he died. The fourth stage is the sample collection. So blood sample and urine sample is necessary to be collected because it will determine if there was drugs or poisoning involved. Blood sample is intended for the DNA testing. The fifth stage is the head and brain examination. The pathologist uh, will look for the possible head injury which is visible during the postmortem examination. The brain will be removed for thorough inspection, and its sample tissue must be collected um, for the analysis. Um, After these procedures, all organs of the body will be in placed back into the body, and it will be uh, carefully sewn. The last stage is the conclusion. In this stage, The pathologist will now report or submit his or her findings to the police who is in charge in the case. So that's all for now, and I hope you learned something.